about it now then. If you think so, then I'm happy. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible!
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real! Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you that the outside world is like what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. I just read that really derpy.
Hi, Kurt. Please understand, now I think Monokuma works for Nintendo.
Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization... That organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why we're... blah blah. I guess that's why we're... I don't know who's called the Ultimates. I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. I'm sure that's what it's called, the freezing room. Yeah. I'm almost positive that's what it's called. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next?
What shall I do today? What shall we do today? What shall I do today? What shall I do? What shall I do today?
That! No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it. When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. I'm just reading everything in the same voice. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn
so I'll
right.
let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either.
Oh, I don't want to talk to the idiot bear.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No!
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Tee-hee-hee! I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babble. Hurry up! What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
Lady Junko Enoshima, my second favorite character.
Junko Enoshima. As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat? Then what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
It was Junko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the Ultimate Despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the Ultimate Despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly wow, too much Dangan Ronpa. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
Final days?
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded, huh? Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Enoshima's already dead. Huh? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima's really dead? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in. They were killings. There were killings. They were killings? Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. They were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy. For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima.
I know, it's not intentional. I don't know why I derp so often.
The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima's dead. Turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident.
That's what I call it! The biggest, most awful whatever incident. That's beautiful.
Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Speak Academy. She took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing? The students at Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. I read it right. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko's no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story's true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved to resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell's imitating Junko and making us go through this, but...
Excuse me.
An imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life?
I apologize again, it's a lot of information to take in, but it is important. Man, Hajime, you totally knew about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you
Oh well,
do?
I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route.
You're not making sense again.
Sorry, route for those those US people out there. And whoever else is route, I don't know. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Damn right.
Raising the I should save first. I haven't saved in a long time. I haven't saved since I showed Remix that disturbing picture.
Damn right.
I didn't do anything to Remix.
Whoa. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this.
Yeah, the disturbing picture. Do I have to show you again? You gonna make me show you the picture again? Are you sure? Is it disturbing picture time? You asked for it. You asked for it.
his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Dangan.
Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who? I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
Aww.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time.
So what is open to us and what is not? Let's see. There's not a whole lot in here that looks to be open. Ah! The music room is open. Painting the nails. Oh, musical, I'm sorry you're having so much trouble. This is definitely going on YouTube, so don't worry about that, but... Oh, musical, we don't know why. We don't know why any of this strange stuff is happening.
This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. It looks like it's some sort of monument? Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Speak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up! What is this? Words are floating in the air! What? Not words! This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of... I almost said Herp Speak Academy.
That's where I go to school.
Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we've received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope Speak Academy? 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost.
Oh, I can tell you one thing, by the way, about Absolute Despair Girls. The theme song is really catchy and really awesome. I think, anyway.
I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No. As long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out with the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Sorry, carrying out the will. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in this email? What's that about? The only future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Time to go to a different room. Whoa. Ah! Oh, this room's open.
Teacher's lounge. Tell your internet to stop it. Ask it very nicely and politely to just not. I agree. I'm gonna be right back really quick. I should grab that water that I said I would grab because I just finished my Dr. Pepper, which wasn't helping at all, but was really nice. So I'll be right back really quick, guys. Whoops! Okay, here. Yeah, so I accidentally put that up and decided to keep it.
This feels different from a classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
Thank you. I want to get my last 2 cosplays that I'm probably going to cosplay for the rest of my life. So I need money for that, but thank you. I want to get Sailor Moon and, well, me. Sailor Moon and me cosplay. And then those will probably be the only 2 cosplays I will ever cosplay again for the end of time. I still have my Sophie outfit from Tales of Graces. And my Sophie plush. Ah, to match my cosplay. Hello.
How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? give it up already.
That's not very nice.
This is bad.
Hey, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
I mean...
Damn it, I'm really worried. What if something happens to me when Miss Sonia isn't looking? This guy is so useless sometimes.
By the way, I saw... I thought so. I don't think I've ever collected one of these. Ever. When I've played the game before, I think I just kind of beeline straight into just the story. As Ace? Oh, that'd be cool. Only because cosplay is really expensive and I don't get to go to conventions as much as I want to. So, if I'm gonna cosplay, I might as well cosplay as two of my favorite characters ever, so...
Huh? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before.
Hey, look, there's me! My name! Why is Sayonji's all the way over here?
There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper? Whoa. What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Sayonji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper... In a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure... It's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Sayonji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
She doesn't have any older sister. Hiyoko's the Sayonji family's only daughter.
She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you
That's
saying?
Hiyoko.
Huh? What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like that. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt?
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper... Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh? If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up! What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. I kept saying it's better not have. Jeez. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says, Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura? The founder of Hope's Peak Academy. And this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier?
Really? I have one, but I can't show you yet. I can show you after I beat the game, maybe.
Damn it, another mystery.
But that's also because is Ibuki, is she Sailor Jupiter? Because her voice actress is the new Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Moon Crystal. Which I think is awesome, because that means they get Dangan, Ronpa, and Sailor Moon mixed together.
Oh, I should look around here some more. Why? Oh, God.
It's right in my face.
There are letters floating in the air, like the music group from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated?
Oh, they do? Aw, so they didn't make Ibuki Sailor Jupiter? Because I saw a picture of all the girls before, and they made Ibuki Sailor Jupiter because of her voice actress work. It was awesome.
Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily.
I think we can leave now. Oh! Okay! With this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor! Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage!
Next stage?
Different hallway when we go out? 3rd floor. Yep.
Damn it, not again! The hallway's different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Whoa.
Oh, this floor! I'm sad now. Holy shit! I'm sad now. Because I just thought of Ishimaru and I got really sad. I miss Ishimaru. He was such a do-gooder, but still.
There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school.
Everything's floating.
It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file.
No running in the halls. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh?
Is there donuts? Are there donuts here? This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we've finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we've decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. I leveled up again. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island?
Hey, Biss! Oh, welcome back, Callie.
Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
My, Hajime! If you keep working like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse!
It's your fault! What is this hologram thing anyway?
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now.
Let's leave. Oh, we're on the second floor. We're also upside down on the second floor.
Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... What is this space? Am I dreaming or something?
Oh, see you, Brown.
I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality.
I'm upside down. I'm upside down. Whee! Did I just see... Oh, no, it's Akane. I thought it was Sonia. Akane, you're all glitchy.
It smells...
A second roof. True.
It's close. It's very close. Someone's coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut
They're
feeling.
definitely real close. At least that's what my gut's telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is...
Well,
They're both! He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean? I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess.
Ah, this is so trippy. There's nothing down this way. Oh god, of course we gotta go to the library. That was like Togami's favorite place to hang out. It was the hottest hangout spot. Okay, let's go. Jimmy boobs. I'm sorry, I don't mean to break the game. Oh, at least the library's right side up.
This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it.
I'm gonna save really quick again. I have fruit sitting in front of me and I can't eat it. Struggles. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue.
To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi.
Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Okay. Guess we can leave here. What? This what? What does that even say? I don't think there's anything over here. Down the hall? Aha. What? How are we in the laundry room? That's on the first floor. Didn't I walk into a classroom? Sorry, I stretched while I said that. I'm sorry. I don't really get it, but, this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Ah! I see you!
No.
Yes, I caught you, fair and square.
What's this? A tablet? This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power's on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it.
Excuse me. Ah, no, I almost burped through my nose. Ah, that would have hurt, but it didn't. Okay, good.
Neo World program? This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic communication simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I can't yell! I screamed loudly as if I was There's too much going on. I'm so overwhelmed. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can escape this. Why are you laughing, Hajime? I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice! You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you!
Har har yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. I should have done that. I didn't think of that though. I was too busy going ha 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 ha. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? Uh-oh. Identity crisis. Or no, existential crisis, not identity crisis. That's the wrong word. Existential crisis. He knows who he is. He's just like, do I exist? What is this world, bruh? Is this world real, bruh? Oh! Oh my god, he did it in Leet?
I scared you, right? I'm sorry, Raichu! Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the Killin' School trip?
I really want to say the Shul trip.
By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You guys are the only are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh! What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it!
Oh dear. Oh no. This hallway. When we first arrived here, it's numbers! I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Ah! Charge! This is the store. Oh god, I don't even see... Oh, there... Oh no, it's not the store. It's the hall with the thing. And this is a hall... Okay.
Sonia.
Well,
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect?
Huh?
The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions. If the brain believes something is real, it will become real.
Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh my.
Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand.
What the heck?
Aw, musical. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's really trippy on your eyes. Those of you, if it's bothering your eyes, please be careful.
The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear.
Whoa! Big object. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object...
Whoa, what's happening? This music reminds me of Ace Attorney for some reason. Which, by the way, we have to get back into Ace Attorney Justice for All, don't we? Or I have to start it. Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program.
A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place?
I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It
It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
It can talk! But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial Intelligence Program?
I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the Observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sorta like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar.
Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating like my feet are hovering above the floor. Sorry, this floating? Why did he say it twice? Maybe it was a mistake. It's like I can't feel my feet, or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is this Neo World program, sorry?
The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain proportions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program.
Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it was the truth. Sorry, it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place?
The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental phase.
Stage, goddammit.
I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors.
2 monitors?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same to everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack.
Oh, my voice is getting raspy.
But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating! But how did that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it.
Physically?
Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter the facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything's a lie?
But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too.
A limit?
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure, and...
Hey, come on.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world in the situation from the context and invites your death, 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 death.
Hey?
Death, 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 death. Death, 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 death. So tired.
What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently I can't read. I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The thing you guys were forced to do, the things. We were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control.